Yes guys, that's right, we are back on the Afterlife server here for the next episode, and we have got a lot of things to do, a lot of things to work on, and a lot of things to build. Today I want to tackle this dock area here that we have been working on in the past couple of episodes. I want to get all of that built up in today's episode, and yes, it is a lot of materials. But before we get to building that today, I'm going to do it in the form of a time lapse. But before we get to that, there is a few things I need to do, especially over at spawn. And well, can you guess what it is that I might have to do here? I'll give you a few seconds just to have a look around and what doesn't fit quite right in this area anymore. I wonder what it could be. Yes, that is right, there is a bunch of snow, Christmas presents and all things festive still in this area as well. It was my idea to put up these Christmas decorations back at Christmas, and well, yes, a few things came up in my personal life that caused me not to be able to get on the server and play as much as I wanted. So yes, this stuff has just been neglected and left here at spawn, and I thought before I do anything over at my base, I have to come over here and tidy up all this mess because, yes, well, at the time of recording this, it is February. At the time you're watching it, I think it's probably March, so definitely past Christmas, I think, at this point. So I'm going to take some time here and clean up all of this. I'm not looking forward to the snow because, well, it's just going to be a pain. So give me a little bit of time to do this, and then we will take a look at spawn once it's all cleared up. There we go, much better now that we have all of the snow, all of the presents and things cleared away. This does look like a very large open area here now, so I think we should build something here, maybe even just a tree. But other than that, all the Christmas things are gone, and spawn is looking a lot better, although actually, give me 1 minute. That's better, as unfortunately we're going to have to retire Quid Game for the time being, as I don't have enough resources to make up more prizes. People keep buying it out pretty rapidly as soon as I stock. So yeah, getting prizes for it is a little bit difficult, so I thought I would remove the sign there, so people don't keep on trying to use it, as there is, well, nothing in it at the moment. But let's head back on over to the base and jump straight into a time lapse. That was a grind if I've ever done one before in my life. So as you've seen in the time lapse, we did build up this entire fishing village here, and I absolutely love it. I love how it turned out. I love all of the bright colours and details. It's all tight corridors walking through it. We'll go down and take a close look in a moment. But just going to say, this was around about 7 or 8 hours worth of time-lapse footage that condensed down into about a minute and a half there. So a lot of work went into this, and that's not including gathering up all of the resources, as we do need all of the warped wood. There's bricks here, there's terracotta, there's wool, there's jungle wood, dark oak wood, crimson wood. I mean, a lot of things. A lot of things. Anyway, we do have these little pier areas coming out with a smaller crane design here. We do have a bigger one in the back we'll check out in a moment. But as you walk up through here, I did want to make this look a lot more kind of run down, so a lot more patchwork of blocks and things making up these buildings. Got these little signs acting as bits that have been barricaded up. A lot of little details here. There is no interior in any of them, so let's just forget about that. We do have these little details as well, little canopy areas with different types of things we would be trading down here. We have kelp blocks, I believe we have like pumpkins and things up in another area. But yeah, take a walk through, and the atmosphere that this place gives is just awesome. One thing I do need to do though is light it up. Probably gonna have to put lights underneath of like trapdoors, maybe some lanterns hanging down here and there, as there is a lot of spawning space for mobs, especially in places like this, which is dangerous, so probably should leave. But to get further up, we do have this little area here, which is a little tunnel leading out to the main village here. I can add a path, and then when the buildings get to here, the back of it is quite plain, but there'll be more houses and things on this side of the village, so nobody's going to really see around here. Taking further up, we do have another pathway leading up that way to the buildings and things we've got there. More canopies and things, and then a few more pier or dock areas down here with the smaller little crane build design things that will take the goods and the loot from the boats that may come to our harbour. This area though is my favourite, as it gets into all the little tight little corridors. So we'll go up this way first, and we do have again these little tunnels leading through. We have stairways that go up into other buildings and things. This one's got a little balcony, which is a nice little view. Heading back down here, again we can go this way. There's lots of little paths all over the place, doorways and things into all of these buildings. There is so much to see, so it's hard to show all off on the camera, but just to give you an overview, there's little areas like this you can go up. There's little buildings, all sorts of different shapes and designs all thrown together, and I loved actually designing these. It was a lot of fun coming up with little ways to make these buildings all work together, and I said adding in areas like this is just awesome. You have all the different height elevation changes to get to the buildings up the tops here, things like that. And finally, as we make our way down the bottom here to the front of our pier, this is the first building we added right here, and then just beside it we do have this larger crane who can take up larger pieces of goods and things from a bigger ship and bring it to our little fishing area, ready to be doing some trading with the main village in the back. So all in all, I am super happy with how this turned out. We have a bit of life here with campfires and things. We have obviously different cranes and things, different colours all over the place, and I did add some of this glow lichen as well, just to make it look like some kind of... oh, this squid is dying. Okay, yeah, that's awkward. RIP, I guess. But the whole build itself was a mammoth task to get completed. Like I said, it was around 7 or 8 hours to get all of the time lapse, the actual building done. A couple hours to design it all beforehand. You know, probably another 7 or 8 hours to gather the materials. Yeah, it was a mammoth task, but I'm so glad it's done. It makes our village that much more filled out, and I just can't wait to add in the buildings there right behind where my head is, and I think this place will look more and more complete as we go. So with the additions of the fishing village here, and I believe the Iron Mansion and Stone Golem as well since the last time we've done this, but we do need to update this map right here. So let me go and grab that, and I will update that with all of the new things we've added to our village. And that is a successful map update, so let's put these in. I believe this is here. And that one. Oh, that one. And there we go. So we have our fishing village. I think that looks really cool. Like that. Maybe it's too zoomed in there. The stone golem as well looks pretty cool from above. Kind of just looks like a big patch of stone like that. But, you know, awesome, happy with that. So we do need to fill out this area here just in front of the farmland with some buildings and things. And then again down here at this section underneath the path. But before we do all that, I think we do need to finish off round the back side here and get this complete, so that this entire area here has actually got buildings on it. And taking a look over here at the area itself, is here we are talking about. So we have to have a building joining up the side of this in this similar style as well, wrapping all the way around. And then I think I want to have like a little pathway maybe running along here beside this tree, just a little thin path, just so we can get to this area as well. So we do need buildings wrapping all the way around, covering up this, which is part of the zombie XP grinder, and round here filling in this area and joining up to the side of this building right here. So doing that's definitely going to be our next task here before we do anything else to the village, connecting those up and getting this area done. Then we can actually work our way down and fill out this area behind the fishing village, and then this area here, which is above our villager breeder and just in front of the farm there. And then I think the village will be pretty much done in terms of the area that I want it to cover. There is still a lot of things to do, like adding in trees like that, like this, some bigger ones and things over at the farm area. I want to do like an enchanted forest over there, adding in a lot more of the mushrooms and tall flowers in and around this forest and at the base of the stone golem. But all that can be done at the end. If you get all this empty space filled out with buildings, I think this place is going to look awesome. But guys, we have got to the end of the video, and if you did enjoy and if you liked this fishing village, please do go down, leave a like and a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, as this build and this whole project is taking a very long time to complete, but I'm excited to get it done and I want to see the end product. So if you want to see that, then do hit the subscribe button. I thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, bye bye.